Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Montreal draw. Gauff tops field. Slam champs Andreescu and Krejcikova to meet. The main draw for the Omnium Banque Nationale Present Par Rogers was made on Saturday, setting up the first WTA 1000 event of this year's North American summer hardcourt season. Montreal draws, scores, order of play. Main draw play in Montreal will kick off on Sunday, as the tournament celebrates its first edition in its new expanded form. The event will last 12 days, ending with a final on Thursday, August 7th. Top-seeded Coco Gauff attended the draw ceremony as the matchups were pulled. The 32-seeded players receive first-round byes. 96 singles players in total will be vying for the title. Play video. Here's a quarter-by-quarter breakdown of the draw. First quarter. Top seeds: 1 Coco Gauff, 7 Jasmine Paolini, 12 Ekaterina Alexandrova, 14 Diana Schneider. World number 2 Coco Gauff of the United States leads the draw as the number 1 seed. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka withdrew from the event citing fatigue. Gauff, who won her second Grand Slam singles title at Roland Garros this summer, has been a 3-time quarterfinalist at this event, 2021 to 2023. She could face a former top 10 player, Danielle Collins, in the second round. Among the other names in this quarter is rising teenager Victoria Mboko, who will contest the biggest event in her home country for the first time as a top 100 player. The 18-year-old will meet Australia's Kimberly Birrell in the first round. Number 7 seed Jasmine Paolini of Italy is at the other end of this quarter. The 2-time Grand Slam finalist is guaranteed to meet a qualifier in the second round. Second quarter. Top seeds: 4 Mira Andreeva, 8 Emma Navarro, 9 Elena Rybakina, 15 Daria Kasatkina. Currently ranked a career-high world number 5, Mira Andreeva leads the second quarter. However, this does not mean the 18-year-old's draw was easy. She will face a Grand Slam champion in the second round. Andreeva will take on the winner of the stunning first-round match between Barbora Krejcikova, the 2021 Roland Garros and 2024 Wimbledon champion, and Canadian superstar Bianca Andreescu, the 2019 U.S. Open champion. Krejcikova won her only meeting with Andreescu way back in 2017 in Linz qualifying, when they were both ranked outside the top 100. The Canadian number 1, Leylah Fernandez, is in the same section. She will face Maya Joint. In her opening match for the second straight event, Fernandez beat Joint in the first round in Washington, D.C. this past week. At the other side of this quarter, number 8 seed Emma Navarro and number 9 seed Elena Rybakina would meet in the round of 16 if seedings hold. Rybakina is into the Washington semifinals, while Navarro lost her opening match at that event. Third quarter. Top seeds: 3 Jessica Pegula, 5 Amanda Anisimova, 10 Alina Svitolina, 13 Ludmila Samsonova. 2-time defending champion Jessica Pegula is the highest seed in the third quarter. The American clinched the title here in 2023, then defended her crown last year at the Toronto site. She has won her last 10 matches at this event. Pegula will face the winner of the first-round match between former world number 3 Maria Sakkari and rising Canadian wildcard Carson Brandstein, who just made her Grand Slam main draw debut at Wimbledon. If seeds hold, there will be a rematch of last year's final in the quarterfinals. Number 5 seed Amanda Anisimova was last year's runner-up to Pegula, which was Anisimova's first WTA 1000 final. She was ranked number 132 at the time. Since then, Anisimova's career has completely changed, winning a WTA 1000 title, 2025 Doha, reaching a Grand Slam final, 2025 Wimbledon, and cracking the top 10. She will face Sorana Cîrstea or Lulu Sun in the second round. Other players in this quarter include Grand Slam champions Emma Raducanu, Naomi Osaka, and Yelena Ostapenko, as well as Alina Svitolina, who won this title in 2017. Fourth quarter. Top seeds: 2 Iga Swiatek, 6 Madison Keys, 11 Karolina Muchova, 16 Clara Tauson, 17. Belinda Bencic. Reigning Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek of Poland anchors the draw as the number 2 seed. Former world number 1 Swiatek's best performance at this event was reaching the 2023 semifinals. Six-time Grand Slam champion Swiatek will face either Yulia Putintseva or a qualifier in the second round. Putintseva is the most recent player to beat Swiatek at Wimbledon. She defeated Swiatek at the grass court major last year. Another of this year's Grand Slam champions, number 6 seed Madison Keys, is at the other side of this quarter. Reigning Australian Open titleist Keys, who was a runner-up at this event back in 2016, will meet either Tatiana Maria or a qualifier in the second round. Also in this quarter is number 17 seed Belinda Bencic, who won this title as a teenager in 2015 and is now a new mom back inside the top 20 after a 2025 Wimbledon semifinal run. In the second round, Bencic could meet former Wimbledon finalist Eugenie Bouchard, who will be retiring from professional tennis after this event. Bouchard, who was the first player representing Canada to make a Grand Slam singles final, 2014 Wimbledon, will face Colombia's Emiliana Arango in the first round. The city of Montreal isn't just buzzing with excitement, it's pulsing with the energy only a world-class tennis tournament can bring. As the 2025 WTA Canadian Open kicks off, the draw has unveiled storylines that promise fireworks, drama, redemption arcs, and a potential glimpse into the future of women's tennis. At the center of it all, the irrepressible Coco Gauff, perched at the top of the draw, carrying the torch as the top seed, crowd favorite, and undeniable leader of the tour's new generation. Yet just below her, quietly and ominously, a thrilling first-round blockbuster has emerged. Grand Slam champions Bianca Andreescu and Barbora Krejcikova are set to collide in one of the most anticipated openers in recent Canadian Open memory. Coco Gauff, the queen at the summit. Coco Gauff's rise to the summit of the WTA field has been meteoric, yes, but also hard-earned. From her teenage breakout at Wimbledon to her steely Grand Slam triumph at the US Open, Gauff has matured from prodigy to powerhouse. Now, as she enters Montreal in 2025, there's a new air about her. Calm confidence, mixed with an aura of inevitability. Fans in Montreal may remember Gauff's earlier Canadian Open appearances, where youthful exuberance and flashes of brilliance hinted at the greatness to come. Now, she returns as a headliner, number 1 in the draw, and very much the hunted. Her draw is a favorable one in the early rounds, avoiding fellow heavyweights Iga Swiatek and Jessica Pegula until a potential final. But the danger lies not in names, it lies in pressure. Gauff will have to navigate tricky opponents hungry for an upset and adapt quickly to the fast Montreal courts. She's been training hard in Florida, her pre-tournament images showing a focused but relaxed demeanor, and she's coming off a solid summer campaign. A potential quarterfinal against Maria Sakkari or the resurgent Emma Raducanu looms, a true test of Gauff's resilience and rhythm. Andreescu versus Krejcikova, a tale of comebacks and contrasts. If Gauff's draw is smooth, the same cannot be said for Canadian darling Bianca Andreescu, who faces Czech tactician and former French Open champion Barbora Krejcikova in a brutal first-round match that feels more like a Grand Slam quarterfinal than an opener. Andreescu, the 2019 US Open champion and Canada's beloved tennis icon, is on a comeback path marred by injuries, self-doubt, and occasional brilliance. Yet every time she steps on court in Canada, she summons something extra. The roar of the home crowd, the pressure of national expectation. It fuels her. She thrives in chaos. Krejcikova, on the other hand, is the master of control. A strategist, a chess player in tennis whites. Her game is built on angles, intelligence, and patience. When at her best, she dismantles power players with precision. Though not flashy, Krejcikova is dangerous, especially when underestimated. This first-round encounter is a clash of styles and stories. Andreescu's emotional explosiveness against Krejcikova's methodical calm. A hometown heroine trying to resurrect her best tennis against a player whose consistency and versatility can extinguish even the hottest fire. Whoever wins may well go deep into the draw, perhaps even meeting Gauff in a blockbuster semifinal. The rest of the field, opportunity and obstacles. Beyond the headline names, The Montreal draw is full of intriguing matchups and narrative-rich storylines. Iga Swiatek, the ever-dominant Pole and a perennial favorite, finds herself in the bottom half of the draw. Though she's missed out on Montreal glory in the past, her clay court prowess and growing hard-court confidence make her a dangerous opponent for anyone. Her side of the draw could see her face Aryna Sabalenka or Yelena Ostapenko, two power hitters capable of pushing her off balance. Jessica Pegula, the consistent American and a Montreal finalist in 2022, is on a mission to finally capture a major title. Her court coverage and counterpunching abilities have made her a threat at every tournament, and her calm demeanor is well suited to the Canadian summer heat. Elena Rybakina, Ons Jabeur, and Maria Sakkari, each a top 10 stalwart with different strengths, bring their own questions to the court. Can Rybakina's serve hold up in the thin Canadian air? Can Jabeur's finesse survive the power arms of the tour? Can Sakkari finally find consistency beyond the quarterfinals? Emma Raducanu, the 2021 U.S. Open champion, has re-entered the fray with new purpose. After 2 years of injury woes and coaching changes, the British star looks fitter, faster, and more determined. She could face Gauff in the quarters, a matchup the tennis world would savor. Meanwhile, wildcard entries such as Leylah Fernandez, Canada's other rising star, and Naomi Osaka, returning to the tour in flashes, offer dark horse potential. A Fernandez-Andreescu matchup in the later rounds would be a Canadian dream clash. Gauff's mental game, the true battle. For all the physical talent Gauff possesses, her 2025 campaign has shown that her greatest growth has come mentally. A more composed competitor, she no longer gets rattled by tight moments. Her serve, once an Achilles heel, is now a weapon. Her backhand remains one of the cleanest in the game, and her court movement borders on the supernatural. But perhaps her biggest evolution has been emotional maturity. She speaks with purpose, leads with grace, and competes with passion, but without panic. In Montreal, she carries the expectations of fans, media, and the tour. She does it with a smile and steel. Her early round tests will reveal whether her game is peaking at the right moment or if she's feeling the weight of being the new leader of women's tennis. Montreal, more than a tournament. The Canadian Open in Montreal isn't just another WTA stop. It's a celebration, a city that breathes tennis for a week in the summer. The food, the fans, the French charm, all lend a unique flavor that players adore. Night matches under the stars, crowd chants echoing in both English and French, and dramatic comebacks have become staples here. It was in Montreal that legends like Serena Williams, Justine Henin, and Simona Halep cemented their legacies. And now, perhaps, it is where Gauff begins hers in earnest. For Andreescu, it's a return to a place where she feels whole. For Krejcikova, it's a chance to remind everyone why she's still one of the most cerebral threats on tour. For the rest of the field, it's a battle for validation, ranking points, and personal glory. The verdict, fireworks ahead. As the tournament begins, all eyes will be on Gauff. But the heart of the draw may well lie in that opening round showdown between Andreescu and Krejcikova. Whoever emerges from that collision could ride the momentum deep into the tournament. But Coco Gauff, Canada's adopted star, is the one with the clearest path and the heaviest crown. The Montreal draw has set the stage. Now the drama begins. Will Gauff rise to the occasion and claim the title? Will Andreescu light up the night in front of her home crowd? Will Krejcikova pull off a tactical masterclass? One thing is certain, in Montreal, nothing is ever predictable, and everything is possible.